At LV, our home insurance comes from the heart. It's not just about giving you a personal claims handler to take care of you all the way. It's about looking after you in other ways too. Like when you go direct to us, buy online and get a massive 25% discount. To see how much you could save with the Which Insurance Provider of the Year 2017, go direct to lv.com. Online discount for new customers only, excludes home emergency and home legal expenses.
Ladies and gentlemen, podcasting since 2005 with over 3 million downloads. You are listening to Gamertag Radio with your hosts Godfrey, Pete Rock, Parris, Pasta. Come on.
Welcome to Gamertag Radio episode 457. This is your host Godfrey, and right here we have my co-host Parris. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? We're actually face to face.
Yeah, instead of using Skype. Yes, we're in Burbank.
Yeah, we're in Burbank, California, which you can now tell them about the nightlife of Burbank.
There's nothing to do here. There's nothing to do here. I think we're going to hang out with a couple of friends, like at a bar somewhere, some restaurant, but dude, there's nothing to do here.
Yeah, Pauston's on his way. Pauston's not here yet.
Yeah, he's still
He'll
flying.
be here soon.
Yeah, man. So this episode is going to be special, man. We're going to be talking about the Halo Master Chief Collection. It's coming for the Xbox One, which has all the Halo games, multiplayer, campaign, the whole nine. And we're gonna talk about it because we've been having it now for like almost 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I think we should preface something right away.
Yeah.
Microsoft was delayed with getting the multiplayer out to us. As we're recording this right now, matchmaking still is not working, but they're going to have some sessions set up with some of the developers at 343. So in this review, we won't be going over the multiplayer because we've honestly not had enough time to fully delve into it. But I think I can say I might as well just get the first crazy shot out there now.
Wait. Can I just promote the site very quick? And then
if they listen, they know the site.
All right.
Go ahead.
Head over to gamertagradio.com and post your comments and feedback and check out our past episodes. Also, give us a call, 76273-7GTR, or email us, fanmail@gamertagradio.com. We need your emails and voicemails so we can use that, part of the show. So take your time, listen to our shows, and when asking any questions, let us know. And also download the Gamertag Radio app, totally free, for Android, iOS, and Windows Phone, Windows 8.
Yes.
Okay, now you could say your piece.
Okay, so let's start this off with actually explaining what the Halo Master Chief Collection is.
Yes.
So for those of you that don't know, the Halo Master Chief Collection is Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2 Anniversary Edition, because this is the 10-year anniversary for Halo 2, Halo 3, and Halo 4. This includes everything that originally came with all 4 games, all the multiplayer maps. Halo 2 Anniversary actually has 6 maps that have been remade as well in the quote-unquote anniversary style. You get all the multiplayer maps, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Just for clarification, Halo 2 is technically not 1080p. It is 1366 by 1080, I do believe, just to be specific on that. And Halo Combat Evolved is actually not for the campaign. It's not in 60 frames per second. It's 30 frames per second because something with using that engine and the old code, they couldn't get it up there. But I can say, Danny, for $59.99 at your local retailer, what you're getting in this package, I know a remake shouldn't be considered a game of the year.
See, I was going to say that.
But for what you're getting, if you're a Halo fan, let me preface it this way. If you're a Halo fan, this is easily one of the top 5 games of the year. Just for the mass volume of what you're getting.
I'll take it to another level. This is the best gaming package I ever seen in my life.
Absolutely.
Period. Since the orange box.
This surpasses the orange box.
By far.
It surpasses. Now the orange box had Portal, which was a brand new unique thing. So that's what I mean. To be clear, this is a remake. You've played all these things before if you're a Halo fan. Now, I'll say to anyone new to the Halo franchise, absolutely go pick this up. I would go as far as saying, with the Xbox One being $349 right now during the holidays, this would prompt me to get an Xbox One just to play the Halo Master Chief Collection.
Now, what about for those who are like, hey, why are you guys over-exaggerating? It's just a Halo game. Why this game is so special? In my opinion, I feel like this is a very important game that, like, for those that really want to know more about the history, about like Halo or anything about the gaming industry, like Halo 2 especially, completely changed online gaming forever for all systems.
Absolutely. Like we even said on the last podcast, that Halo 2 documentary, Phil Spencer came out.
You have to see this.
Yeah, you have to watch it.
It's a must.
Yeah. Phil Spencer said if it wasn't for Halo, the Xbox would have failed. Yep. And then to take it to the next level, Halo 2, with this being a 10-year anniversary, like, it's so funny. Halo 2 right now, or just the Halo Master Chief Collection right now, matchmaking isn't working in it. Yeah. So that kind of reminded me.
Oh, but wait, explain to them why it's not working. Remember, they told us that we were going to get an update, I think, a couple days before, for during the week.
Yeah.
For us to play with the developers.
Yeah, I believe it'll be out tomorrow, something like matchmaking.
Yeah, like we already got the download, which is not 20 gigabytes, it's actually 15.
Yeah.
It went really fast. The only part that's going to take a very, very long time is Halo 2. Because Halo 2, to me, playing this game, it feels like a totally brand new game. But we're going to talk about that later. We're going to talk about that later.
Let's hold on to that.
But, we downloaded the update, but the matchmaking, it wasn't live yet.
Yeah. But back to my original point, that's the fact that it isn't working right now, but it will be, obviously, by the time you guys get hands-on with it and playing it on Tuesday. But it just reminded me, if it wasn't for Max Holberman, he's the guy that, used to work for Bungie. He's now the CEO at Certain Affinity, and they create all the multiplayer maps. But they created matchmaking. That didn't exist before Halo 2. Yeah. So it's like when you go back and think 10 years ago where we were in online gaming and console gaming and shooting gaming, Halo 2 defined the matchmaking. Like they said, they called it the virtual couch at the time. Yeah. And just, it was all the things that you would normally have to pick up a console or you have to pick up a PC and go to a LAN party and do. You were able to do it over the internet now. And it was just like you were sitting with your buddies playing a video game. That was the start to where we are now here in 2014 to be able to have all the multiplayer experiences that we're having now. So totally it's, let me backtrack real quick. So since we're talking about things that we didn't get to experience, none of the terminals are working right now.
Some are, but it's a little tricky.
I would just I haven't experienced any of them yet.
Yeah. No, I have a couple. Now here's the thing: if it's because we got the game really, really early, there were certain things that was not live yet. Right. So a couple of days ago, some of the terminals they were working, so I got to see a couple of the videos. I'm not going to say what it is or anything like that, but it's good if you want to know more about the Arbiter.
Yeah, and that's what the purpose of it is to find out more about the Arbiter. Now, Halo Nightfall, as listening to this now, I'm sure you guys know, some of the media outlets got a preview of it. We did not, and it's not working currently through, because we also have the Halo channel as well. So there's only a small few things that are working on the Halo channel. Most of that stuff won't be live until November 11th, when the game comes out. Mm-hmm. But going back into the game itself, I think we should hold off on. Actually, let's talk Halo 2 first before we talk about the other stuff.
Can I say this?
Yeah,
it feels like a totally brand new game.
It's worth the $60 alone. Yeah, absolutely.
Like I remember. Okay, there's parts. Well, okay, the introduction again. I'm not gonna say no spoilers unless you guys got to see it online. Because
it got leaked.
So it got leaked. Online. But they show a video. And this is to me was a great introduction for Halo 2 because it's basically an introduction that in a way relates to Halo 5. So from there and on, then you actually play Halo 2. But even the cinematics that they created for Halo 2 Anniversary, it feels like a totally brand new game.
Blur did an amazing job with the cinema. And again, if you watch that Halo 2 documentary, you can kind of see some behind the scenes stuff on what they did to make that come to life. But yeah, if that's the kind of cinematics we're having Halo 5, I'm all on board. It's fantastic.
And you know what? I have a feeling that Halo 5 is going to be even crazier. This is just a sneak peek.
I know. This is a sneak peek.
But
okay, here's I'll take it from this. So Halo 2 was the first thing I wanted to play when we got it all downloaded and everything.
Same here.
And I've not played Halo 2. If it's been 10 years since the game came out, I probably haven't played it in 6. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since I played Halo 2. Probably since the 360 came out. This is probably the last time I played it. You know, because remember, that was one of the first backwards compatible.
And to this day, I'll tell you this, though. To this day, that has to be one of my favorite launch events in the history of gaming, period, for me, because that was the first time I got to see, like, I've been, waiting in line for like the Dreamcast and like another games, but there was never an excitement.
It was an event.
It wasn't a major event. I went to my local GameStop and we were waiting in line, but there was people outside barbecuing, playing music, playing football, just waiting. They were there since 7 o'clock p.m., just waiting until midnight. Yeah. And all of us talking about like Halo 1, our experience and everything, like just waiting. And all of us getting home once we got that copy and we started playing the not the multiplayer, the campaign. And then we went to the multiplayer. We created our clan and everything. Like, that was like a very special moment in my life.
It absolutely was. I mean, think about it. Dual wielding, that was the first time we had that.
Yeah.
Like we've already said, with everything that came up with Xbox Live, I mean, it was an event. It was something in gaming that we hadn't experienced yet. So many people were excited.
And it was too, like, the matchmaking at that time was very different and new. So
it didn't exist before. It was the first time.
So I was like, what's going on? Like, how they're matching it. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was bugs at that time. Like, if you listen to our older episodes, like, for those that don't know, like, when I launched Gamertag Radio, we were using the Halo 2 lobby to have roundtable discussions with everybody else.
I kind of remember that, yeah.
I mean, the quality sounded like crap.
Yeah.
But that's how Gamertag Radio started.
Well, think about proximity voice chat. I mean, it was just so many things that was started with Halo 2 that I look back at now and just think, wow, that was the start of where all this came from. But going back into the game itself, like I said, when I first started playing it, dude, I was all screwed up because, okay, here's one great thing about the Halo Master Chief Collection. You can set universal controls across all 4 games. So however your play style has become now, you can set it to that and you can play Halo any way you want to play on, with the controls. But when I first picked it up, I was playing the default the way it originally was. And I was all bamboozled. I'm like, wait, why can't I sprint? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? And I was just completely messed up at first.
But that's one thing you got to explain to people. Like, at that time, with like the first 2 Halo games, there was no sprint. There was no sprint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the first Halo game, there was no 2 weapons. You only had 1 weapon.
Yep.
And then they introduced that on Halo 2.
Wielding, yeah.
So when you play these games, yes, it's upgraded, but you could tell how advanced these games were at that time each game.
It's a great nostalgia trip because it took me back 10 years to when I was originally playing that kind of stuff, and just so many memories came back. But the one thing gameplay-wise I can say with them giving it the anniversary treatment, visually, it's stunning. It is beautiful game. They've added so many things, and it's just so buttery smooth at 60 frames per second. I mean, you and I have talked about this offline already, but the audio, like, to fire the battle rifle is just get some good headsets on, have a nice surround sound system.
You could tell, and you could switch. You could switch to the older game, and you can listen to the original audio of that game. But when you play the anniversary, we're talking about Halo 2. When you change it to the newer version, you could tell it's mixed down. Yes. It sounds. There's some punch to it. Yeah, there's some like that. Yeah. You could tell that they took their time to make this game graphically and just sound wise.
The sound is amazing.
It is amazing.
It really is. Now, that was the other thing, because we were doing streams on Twitch and everything, so we had audience, people interacting with us while we were playing the game, on the levels we were allowed to stream. And that was the one thing. A lot of people wanted to, to switch back and forth with the graphics, and the feedback that I was getting from people watching it, that was like people were blown away to see how big of a difference there was graphically. And then, like I said, the sound, people were amazed, like, because it almost sounded like when you're doing the battle rifle or something, like you were shooting out of a tin can, like it was like pew pew. But then when you switch it over to the anniversary edition, like I said, it had some bass to it. You actually felt like you were doing something. So
what was it? What was it? The weapon that you were like, oh damn, this is serious. Like the sound of
the battle rifle. It was the battle rifle for me, because it, like
even
I said,
the sword.
And again, watch the documentary. They showed how they changed the sound of the sword, and you're like, wow. And then they show you the original sword versus how it is now. Yeah. Completely different.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing I want to say too, to people, like, to me, Halo 1 and Halo 2, like the AI was a lot tougher.
Dude.
Tough compared to 3 and 4.
Hey, go to twitch.tv/vicious696 and watch me play Gravemind on Legendary, because my God, they ain't playing. It ain't a game.
No,
they ain't playing. They're not playing. That was the one thing, being able to play all 4 games, that you notice, in my opinion anyways, is Bungie definitely wanted to cater to more people to be able to play Halo, because I always play Halo on Heroic. That's how I play it. Obviously, if you do co-op or something, go to Legendary. Yeah. But Halo 2 on Heroic and on Legendary, it's hard. It's hard. Now, look, I'm not saying I'm the best Halo player in the world, but I hold my own. I feel like I can do a pretty decent job. You could definitely tell, going from Halo 2 to then jumping to Halo 3, the difficulty level went down.
Yeah. And especially playing co-op on Halo 3, because that was the first time where they added the 4-player co-op.
Yeah.
Playing that Legendary was cake.
Yeah, it's cake.
Super easy.
Yeah.
I didn't try that for Halo 4 as much. You know what? I can't. I think we did.
I didn't. I
think we did. It wasn't as easy as Halo 3. Like Halo 4, to me, I think was a little bit more difficult than 3. Mm-hmm. But man, I don't know what happened with 3. 3, it felt so easy. Now, I really want to try the co-op in the future, like with us, like
right.
With those games, to see if they, and put it on Twitch to see if there was any changes, but Halo 2 was tough, man.
Yeah,
Halo 2 was a really, really tough game, man.
And then I would say, just to start talking about some of the other games. So then after I did Halo 2, I went back and did Halo Combat Evolved, the original. And, it has the anniversary troop. So if you played it on the 360, you already know what it looks like. But again, having it in a 1080p, just crisper graphics and everything, dude, played great. Like I said, the fact that you can map your controls across all 4 games.
It feels smooth on all games.
Yeah, it was very smooth, just jumping in and playing. Had a blast. So that's the one thing about Halo. I'm definitely a Halo fan, so I know I'm probably biased on this. But going back and playing the first one here in 2014 still holds up. Yeah. Still freaking holds up. Yeah. Playing the silent cartographer, fantastic level, great level design. And like I said, Bungie, their whole marketing thing is that 30 seconds of fun. It's still there, man. Yeah. Even in the original game. And then I would say, going into Halo 3, it probably visually is the least impressive of the 4.
You could tell.
But
you
at
could
60
tell the difference.
frames per second,
you could tell the difference.
Just so smooth playing that game. Yeah. It just felt I don't even know how to describe it, but it just felt just so easy to control, I guess you can say. Had a blast playing that.
Welcome to Play It, a new podcast network featuring radio and TV personalities talking business, sports, tech, entertainment, and more. Play it at play.it.
You're listening to Gamertag Radio.
Halo 4, let me tell you about Halo 4.
Yeah, let's talk about Halo 4.
Look, I was like, you know what? I know Halo 4 came out on the 360.
Yeah.
Wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
2011? Was it?
Was it
2012?
I think it was 2012.
2012.
I think.
2012, yeah.
Whatever. You guys could correct us if we were wrong. So I started playing Halo 4, and I'm like, it felt next gen. I don't know why. And here's the thing. I know graphically, it's going to be nothing compared to 5, but it felt so, like, just graphically and play, like, the way I was playing, everything seems different than the original game.
Here's how I can explain it. Playing Halo 4 on the Xbox One at 1080p, 60 frames per second, looks as good, if not better, than Titanfall, Sunset Overdrive, Forza 5, all these games. Now, it's not on the level of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I'm not putting it there, but it looks and plays like a quote unquote next gen game. I mean, when the first time I put it in, I was kind of blown away. I'm like, wow, this is so visually impressive.
Visually, yes, I give you that. To me, I really don't care much about that. Like, it's impressive. Don't get me wrong. But just playing it, it felt smooth on all.
All four
games.
All four did.
And to really me, that's more important.
Yeah, it is.
How is the controller? I want to play it a certain way. Like the buttons, I want to change it up. You could do that for all games a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? So that part, I got to give them props because you have the option on how you want to play.
Exactly. And that's the other thing, just to go back on it. Every level is unlocked. You can go to any level you want at any time, play any scenario you want.
Yes.
Obviously, like we haven't talked yet, but the playlist, they have those playlists built in that 343 can update and change over time, so you can do all kind of crazy scenarios.
And there's achievements for I believe there's 4,000 achievements.
Yeah.
So if you pass, let's say you play I want to play the first 4 levels. The first level on each game.
Yeah.
There's a playlist for that.
There's one for every ending.
The last one. Or you could do this. You could play Halo 1 through 4 straight. You don't have to play straight, but you know what I'm saying, like little by little. Mm-hmm. There's a playlist for that on normal. There's also a playlist for that on legendary.
Yeah.
Which I tried the other night. Man,
crazy.
Halo 4 is tough. I mean, Halo 1 is really tough.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The difficulty has gotten less over the years versus gotten harder, definitely for Halo. Now, here's probably my favorite part of this whole Master Chief Collection. Say you see an achievement you want to get, right?
Yeah.
You can look up that achievement through the menu system, click on it. That achievement will take you directly into a play scenario to get that achievement.
I haven't tried that.
Yeah, it's smooth. It's awesome.
So which one you picked? You were like, and it took you to?
I mean, let's just say you're trying to get, I don't know. Let's just say it was something that you needed to get 10 headshots on grunts or something. It will take you to a level specifically that can be achieved. You know, let's say it's an achievement that, all right, you need to finish this level and you unlock this. It will take you directly to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The menu system, very intuitive in the game.
Very.
You can tell, just to kind of sum this up, 343 truly took their time. This is a highly polished product. This wasn't, let's just rush out and just get the 4 games out.
No.
They took their time.
Yeah.
They did it right.
It
feels just so high quality.
This is, to me, like, I know there's been like a lot of like remastered games and stuff, like, it's cool, but to me, this is like the perfect product for someone that never had an Xbox, the first Xbox, or Xbox 360.
Absolutely.
And they heard about Halo. This is the right time for you to experience what we did, but even better.
Exactly.
For 2014,
exactly.
and know about the story, learn more about the characters in the game, everything. Like,
and you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. And that's the best part of
the
it.
Playlist. There's a playlist. Hey, you want to play with against the grunts? You can do that. There's a playlist so you could play the tank. Just all tank levels,
all the vehicles,
all of them,
yeah.
Or those wow moments. There's a playlist for that.
Exactly.
There's certain things in the game that I think that you have the choice to pick whatever you want, so you could see why we felt like Halo was so important, not only in gaming but in our lives. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I want to say this because I know obviously we're both very positive on the game. We're loving it.
Yeah.
You really can't get into the negatives. For the simple fact, they purposely left all the negatives and all the any bug, like for example, in Halo 2, I could definitely see AI where they were having challenges on AI because there was a lot of scenarios where you'll see an elite just staring at the wall and not move, and he won't even do anything until you actually.
I want to talk about that.
Mess with him.
Yeah.
But that's how it was 10 years ago. So 343 left these games exactly the way they were, warts and all, which
people
is
loved
what we
it.
want. That's what we want. We want the glitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, here's the good thing. Like, I know I previously talked about this on the last episode, but we were streaming, and there was one part. We were playing Gravemind on Legendary.
I hate that level, by the way. But go ahead.
Let me tell you, Legendary in that level is one of the hardest ones for that game, for Halo 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we were playing, and it took me almost 2 hours to get this far. So I killed all the enemies, and I'm like, no, there's one enemy hiding somewhere. I can't find him. I couldn't find him. I went everywhere. He wasn't shooting. I did everything. And I'm like, you know what? Let me switch to the classic level, the classic graphics. So see, maybe it will pop up. I changed it to the old version, and I found them staring at me.
Yeah.
What you were saying, the character could just get stuck, you know what I'm saying, certain moments. And I found them, got my gun, killed it, passed the level. And that's when I walked out the door.
Right.
Because I did that. So you have an option. Hey, I want to see how it used to be 10 years ago for Halo 2. You could switch it. Here, click the back button, and you get to see the original graphics. And then to me, I don't know how we put it off back then, but to me, those graphics, some parts are really, really, really dark. Like, it was hard to find, like, enemies or, like, how to get out of there. But playing it on the new version, it felt like the lighting is better. You could tell where you could go now a lot easier. It just looked like a brand new game. Yeah. Even in the background, there's stuff going on that you could see in the game too. Yeah,
and then just a side note on that, because this also works for the Combat Evolved as well. Like you hit the X button or whatever.
X-bot.
I don't know what I'm saying.
yeah.
TKA. No, but it's instantaneous now. Like when you played CE on the 360, there was kind of a pause, and then it would go to the old graphics. Now it's just right away. You can go back and forth, which is really good. Again, I would say if there's any disappointment that I have right now is simply the fact that the multiplayer hasn't been open to us yet, so that we could go through all the maps and go through all the Halo 2 anniversary remade maps. I want to do the Gun Goose. I haven't done the Gun Goose yet. You know, so we'll obviously we'll talk about this later.
And I'm wondering if they're gonna have that like clan feature or whatever, because I know that was.
So wait, that's what I'm saying. If you go through the menus and see all the original stuff from Halo 2 is there.
Okay, I got to see a part that says clan. Yeah. But it's only for Halo 2. It's not for the other games.
I don't think it's for again, I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to say for sure. But for sure it's there for Halo 2.
So we definitely got to do that clan thing.
Yeah.
Because that was one of my favorite moments, getting together with friends and just play against other clan members. You know, online. Like, that was really, really cool.
See,
and playing it, Zanzibar.
Oh my God, I can't wait to play.
Yo, I can't wait
to play, because that's one of the remade maps.
One of my favorite levels.
Yeah, one of my favorite of all time.
Yeah.
But see, Danny, I think just to the people listening, that's what you need to kind of try and wrap your head around. We're going to be able to play Halo 1 online. Never been able to do that before unless you played it on the PC.
And you know what? If you had the 360 version, for those that they had, it's not like that.
No.
It's the original game.
The maps.
Because that was the only complaint that we had for the Halo 1 anniversary for the Xbox 360. I'm like, wait a minute, it felt like Reach. Like, why they made the multiplayer huge mistake. Mm-hmm. They learned that mistake. They got feedback from the community, and they added exactly like Halo 1 was.
I mean,
way back in the days.
I got to stress it again. Wrap your head around this. You're getting 100 Halo maps across the 4 games, all dedicated servers, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Even Halo CE for the multiplayer maps, 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Wrap your head around that for a second. And trust me when I tell you guys, when you play Halo in 60 frames per second, it's going to take you a minute to adjust to it because you're not used to that.
Yeah, I'm not used to that.
That's not how we played it. And you're like, think Call of Duty smoothness, but now it's Halo.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, how I say this, man, like, this is the first game right now for this generation period that I think it's so worth the $59.99 because there's so much content.
I'm telling you, Halo 2 alone is worth the $60.
People are going to say that we're exaggerating.
We're not. We've already seen that on Twitter already, where a few people are thinking we're crazy for saying that. Trust me when I tell you, when you get this game, you're going to go, I only spent $60 on this. This is crazy. You're getting all 4 Halo games, all 4, start to finish, with every freaking multiplayer map.
Everything unlocked.
For $60. I don't care if it's a remake or not. It's on Xbox One, all in one spot.
And you know why I feel like this is like the most important remaster game ever made, in my opinion? Because by them doing this, adding all those games, all those multiplayer maps, now other companies like Nintendo and Sony,
they're going to have to look at that.
Microsoft did that. You know what? Nintendo, they probably will do that with Zelda, or, Sony might do that with Uncharted. That's what I'm saying.
Activision might do that with all these Call of Duty games.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Like,
this is what the big thing.
Let me tell you right now, this is a game changer, period, in gaming
It's never
history.
been done before. It's never been done before.
Never. So,
not at this level and this quality. Trust me when I tell you.
And once again, I got to give props to Phil Spencer, because that person that came up to us during E3 told us straight up, we were thinking about creating, a Halo Master Chief collection, but not for $59.99.
No.
It was Phil Spencer that, you know what? I want to do this. I want this to be a $59.99 game. And let me tell you, that's an investment. If you buy an Xbox One for $350 and you get this game for $59.99,
you're going to go.
You're good for a very long time, man.
And then don't forget the add-on on this. Yeah, we're getting the Halo channel and Nightfall and all kind of stuff. Halo 5 beta's in there as well.
That's for December.
You know what I'm saying?
That's for December.
In my opinion, what Microsoft has done is they're grabbing the nostalgia of all the current Halo fans, because, we're all going to get this. If you're a Halo fan, you're getting this. It's just a no-brainer.
Yes.
But at $60, you're also going to get people that are curious about Halo that have never really experienced. You know what? I think I'm going to pick this up. Now you go through, you play all 4 Halo games. You're a Halo fan now.
Yeah.
You're getting Halo 5 next year.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And what I also see, because a lot of people were like, well, why is there no Halo Master Chief Collection bundle? Why they're doing these 350 bundles? Why are they not doing Master Chief in it? You know why? Because they know you're still going to go get the bundle. You're going to want the Master Chief Collection, so you're still going to go spend the $60 to go get that Master Chief Collection.
Like Phil said, I think one of his interviews on the NGN, he's like, that's the easy way out. We could actually, do that, have a Halo Master Chief Collection bundle, and it will sell like crazy.
Yeah.
But they're confident with the other games too. This one they know is special and people are going to buy it. It's because of the package, the things that they have in the game. You know what it is? That you get the game, you have the option. Hey, you know what? I'm a new guy. I could play Halo 1 through 4 straight. Take my time, play it, get achievements, 4,000 achievements. Plus they added more achievements during this week that they sent us an email with that. You have the option to, you know what? I play Halo. I want to play those wow moments. You have the choice to do that. You have the choice to do whatever you want. Hey, if you just want to play the 100 multiplayer maps,
that's
it's all yours. Everything is unlocked. Everything.
Danny, I got to keep saying it again as this air conditioner comes on. I can't hear it.
It's getting cold.
Yeah, but
the
fact that all the multiplayer maps are there,
it's scary,
on Xbox Live, all on one console to play.
Where have you heard that? Anywhere?
It's big. It's big because it's not just slapped together and thrown together. Now, look, granted, we've not experienced them all with the matchmaking, so that'll be the one thing. 343 has to nail the matchmaking across the 4 games so that you can seamlessly go back and forth into them.
Yeah.
As long as that works the way that they're saying it's going to work, this is a pretty big deal.
Welcome to Play It, a new podcast network featuring radio and TV personalities talking business, sports, tech, entertainment, and more. Play it at play.it.
You were listening to Gamertag Radio.
Here's one thing I have to say. I'm going to give you a perfect example for you guys. Like, I used to play Halo 2 multiplayer back in the days like crazy.
Yeah.
But here was one of the biggest issues with the game. People were cheating. People will be like, okay, playing Halo 2 multiplayer back in the days, one of the issues that I had with that was they pick a host and people used to cheat.
Oh, yeah.
They'll disconnect the modem or they had like a special router or whatever that will slow down the game and they will select another host of the game. So the experience, yeah, it was fun. But by them doing that, it killed the online experience. We were debating and complaining about this for months. Listen to our old episodes of GTR. Now that this is dedicated servers, you're not going to have that issue. Not going to have that issue at all. This is going to be smooth. Everybody's going to be playing. You try to cheat, it's going to affect your stats. Now, one thing that we got to mention too, Parris, that we haven't mentioned at all, is that there's also medals. So if you do triple kill, 4 or even more, or headshots or whatever, for all throughout the game, you'll see those medals the same way. And you could go to the extras and check that out. Okay, how many kill shots I have? You know, how many grenade kills I have? Like, everything saves up for all across the game. Yeah. So it's a lot easier for you to track down the way how you play. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's a plus for them to do that.
One other thing to throw in there, again, whenever you start up any campaign match or whatever, all the skulls are unlocked. You can enable any skulls at any time you want. Again, you're going to be able to play any campaign level however you want to play it.
Yeah. And
like you said, for the stat geeks, just the bevy of statistics that are going to be there is just going to be insane.
The video, I forgot to mention that too. Halo 3, remember the original Halo 3, you could record your videos and have it saved.
Right. Oh, the Forge.
It's there. You could even create your own levels.
Yeah. But see, again, we didn't get to experience that yet. So
I'm
trying to not.
I don't want to review that, but I want to mention why this game is so important. Like, even if you're not an Xbox owner or you are an Xbox owner, like, look, let me just put it this way. I don't care if you're a Nintendo fan, Sony fan, whatever, like, or not an Xbox fan. If we get the community or like the fans of just gaming to support something like this, your favorite company, let's say Nintendo and Sony, or even PC, third-party games, those companies are going to do it. Hey, Microsoft, it worked for them. They sold a lot of copies. You know what? We should do the same thing for Assassin's Creed. We should do the same thing for Call of Duty. We should do the same thing for Uncharted. So, to me, it's so important for us, like gamers, to support this game, man. Because if we support it and companies see that, they're going to start copying and start doing the same thing. Make the game better. Make the experience better, now, even online.
One thing before we forget, Forge mode is also going to be in the Halo 2 anniversary maps.
Yes.
On the multiplayer map, the remade maps as well. So, again, I mean, you're going to be able to have gun gooses. I mean, this is a pretty big deal.
It is.
It really is. And
now, here's the thing. Will you call it... I know it's a remastered...
Gun gooses, gun geese.
Will you call it Game of the Year so far?
No. I won't say that. This is because it is a remake.
It is a remake.
I won't say, oh, this is the Game of the Year, because it is a remake.
I think it is the most.
I'll put it in the top 5, though.
I put it higher than that. I put it in the top 3, and the reason why I put it in the top 3 is because the package that they have for just a regular person. The experience is just beyond the experience. It's just, dude, you're paying $59.99 for all this. Where else are you going to get that? I'm sorry. You're not going to get that anywhere else.
This has never been done.
First time.
Like we said, this has never been done. Yeah. And again, it's not just slapped together. This is a polished, quality product that they're giving us. And, props to 343.
Oh, yeah.
Certain Affinity for being able to do this.
Awesome.
And hey, I've been saying again, you guys know a year ago I was probably the biggest Microsoft Xbox One critic out there. Doing things like this is how you get your customers to be happy.
And it benefited us. It benefited us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely did.
Yeah, I think it's a win-win for everybody, man. A win for them, win for us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I hope that this game sells a lot, man. A lot of copies. And it will. I know it will.
Well, like I said, every Halo fan's going to get this, and I think this is significant enough that if you're curious about Halo, it's worth dropping the $60 on just to even see if you're a Halo guy. Maybe you come out of this and realize Halo's not for me, but you'll still go, wow, well, for $60, I don't feel like I got ripped off.
Let's talk about this. I know Pete was very critical because we were talking about this like behind the scenes in our Hangout chat. So he was wanting to know, like, but it's a remake. Like, why is so important? So to you, for those that say that, those critics out there, oh, you guys are exaggerating, or you guys are being like what people were saying to us on the chat. What would you say to those that are being really critical about this game?
I would say, let's start with Halo 2. They've completely remade Halo 2 graphically. You have Blur doing those cinematics, which look fantastic.
Yes.
You're getting 6 of the multiplayer maps from Halo 2 remade in anniversary styles way. They look fantastic. Even though we have been matchmaking, I've still peeped around and looked at them. You're getting every other Halo 2 map ever made. Even the ones on the PC are going to be there.
Yeah.
You're getting Forge put into Halo 2. Never been done before. The audio's been completely redone. Just that alone, I would say, is worth spending the $60 on. Oh, by the way, we're also going to give you Halo CE. We're going to give you Halo 3. We're going to give you Halo 4. Where applicable, you're getting 1080p.
Nightfall.
Yeah, and the Halo
5 beta.
Yeah, and like I said, every multiplayer map ever made for Halo outside of ODST and Reach on dedicated servers, 1080p, 60 frames per second.
And we forgot to mention, in December, there's going to be an update for Spartan Ops.
Yeah, Spartan
Halo 4.
Again, you're getting Spartan Ops is coming back too.
So that's a pretty cool experience to play co-op wise. So we were friends, you know what I'm saying? And, I don't know what else to say. $59.99 is no brainer.
And I'll just say it again. I know we're repeating ourselves at this point. Everything's completely unlocked. So you can go play any level that you want across the 4 Halo games whenever you want, however you want.
Yes. That's it.
I mean, that's really it. Again, obviously you can tell we were very impressed by this.
Yes.
I would definitely recommend anybody out there spending the $60 and picking it up.
And you know what? If you guys do get Halo, we'd like to get together with the community.
Absolutely.
And have some nights.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
To me, again, I was not really gaming on the Xbox One. Recently I've started getting back into Titanfall again, and obviously I've been playing this. This, with the multiplayer component, I feel like it's going to bring the gaming community back together again the way it used to be back in the day. That's the power of Halo.
Plus more.
Because you're going to get new people in there as well. Because there's, however you used to want to play Halo multiplayer, there's going to be something there for you in this package. Yeah. Because, again, it's all 4 games. So you can play it however you want.
Yeah. I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, I think so. Paulson's on the plane.
Yeah, Paulson's on the way. And the thing is, man, I just saying this, my guys, look, support this game, even if you're not a Halo fan. Like, this is a very important moment in gaming history. Like,
it is.
Like, if we support this type of game, we're gonna see that from Sony and Nintendo. Like, the competition is gonna get better. It's going to get a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
That's the message you're trying to bring out. Forget the little console war nonsense, all that.
Forget about that.
This is about, as a gamer, it's going to drive the competition to want to top it.
Yes.
And right now, this is the GOAT. This is the GOAT for remakes. So now you're going to want to see other companies and other publishers want to do something.
Think about it like this. Do you want a company to just release one game that came out last gen, remastered, $59.99? Or you prefer something like this, a whole package of Halo, all the games, all multiplayer, everything for $59.99? Think about that. Well, instead of being a fanboy on like a certain company, no brainer, you definitely gonna go with this one. Like, it's better for us, the consumers.
Danny, I'll just throw this out there real quick as we wrap it to end it.
Yeah.
Imagine Naughty Dog looking in the camera and saying, the original Uncharted, we're gonna remake it in the Uncharted 4 engine. Drop the mic and walk off the stage. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
These are the kind of potential things that we can see down the road now.
Definitely. So, guys, I just want to say thanks for listening to episode 457, Parris. We're here in Burbank. We're going to go and party.
Central. Party Burbank.
Yes. I just want to say, guys, thanks for listening to our Halo Master Chief Collection review campaign. We definitely in the future, we're going to talk about more about the multiplayer. But, just look, I'm very excited about this. I can't wait for people to finally get this game to their homes and start playing it, man, because it's something special when it came out back then, and it's special to me now in 2014. Even now.
Basically, we just talked in all caps. That's the best way to say it. We're in all caps. I'm out.
Awesome. All right, guys. Head over to gamertagradio.com and put your comments and feedback. And give us a call, 786-273-2730. 7GTR. That's 786-273-7GTR. Also, fan mail at gamertagradio.com. Before we wrap it up, remember, guys, we're going to be releasing more content. We're going to the Assassin's Creed Unity live stream launch event. So we're going to be releasing an audio later on tonight. And also, Parris is going to the Halo Fest event.
Yes.
Yeah, so far away. We'll surprise you with that episode. I'm not going to say much like that. So that's it. Until next time, we're out. Peace.
You're listening to Gamertag Radio. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Tune in next time.